What's going on, friends? It's time for another roundup of my top 5 cars in Grand Theft Auto, and the theme for this week's video is my top 5 race cars. I did my top 5 street races, which was a roundup of all those cars that by default look like plain old sedans, but you can tune them up to look like cool modified cars. So this one's kind of in the same theme. We're looking for the cars that by default don't look anything special, but you can tune them up to look like they're ready to hit the track, and the 5 selections I've got for this video are cars that look like they're from a range of different motorsports. So let's jump straight in and take a look at number 5, which is the Karin Sultan. This one can be kitted up to look like a Lancer or an Impreza rally car. It's a shame the scoop option for the hood only comes in carbon, but if you add a dark blue colour scheme and gold wheels, it gives it that classic WRX look. Alternatively, you could go with more of a Mitsubishi Lancer look by choosing the double vented hood, but it's a shame that the secondary colour option is applied to the whole top end of the car, which means a classic red and white Tommy Mäkinen style colour scheme doesn't really work too well. Next up, coming in at number 4, is the Karin Futo. This little Futo can be customised with the retro racer kit as well as a rally inspired grille. But stick a massive wing on the back and paint it in some kind of bright colour scheme and you've got yourself a full-on drift car. The performance and handling of the little Futo also matches up to this theme, with this car being the only one in game that's capable of getting the back end out and maintaining those slides. I showed you my AE86 Initial D build using the Karin Futo with a black and white colour scheme, which was more authentic to the movie car, but you often see lots of these Toyota AE86s used in those drift events. The Imponte Phoenix, which comes in at number 3, can be made into a classic NASCAR Superbird using the Iron Mask modification as well as the huge wing on the back. I did a similar build with the Dodge Charger Daytona from the Fast and Furious 6 movie car build, but this blue colour scheme was a popular choice back in the 70s, and it was even inspiration for the King character in Disney's Cars movie. I do like how Rockstar have kind of stuck with the bird theme for the Imponte Phoenix. It's an obvious nod to the Pontiac Firebird, hence the name Phoenix. And with it being capable of donning that massive spoiler, it also hails back to those Superbirds from the 70s NASCAR scene. If only that Iron Mask grille would completely mask out the front end and cover the lights completely, it'd make a much better replica, but I think it still makes a classic American racer. In at number 2 is the Elegy RH8, which can be tuned up with an exposed intercooler, roll cage and wing. So all it really needs is the right colour scheme to turn it into a Nismo GT racer. Those Nissan GTRs in the Japanese GT race series look really awesome, especially with those full race colour schemes. A popular one is red with either silver or black, but there's also some pretty cool ones with a white and black colour scheme, which kind of works better for an in-game build. And even though you can extend the wheel arches slightly with this car using some of the custom skirt options, it would have been really cool to have some massive fenders to make it a full GT racer replica. But coming in at number 1 is a car that does have massive fenders that makes it look like a brutal race car. That is the Benefactor Feltzer, which looks awesome by default, but with all the mods available, in particular that massive GT wing, it makes it look like it's ready to rip up the track. With this one having an extremely close Mercedes resemblance, it makes it a great AMG touring car replica once you've tuned it up with all those bumper modifications, extra vents, massive wing and some nice big multi-spoke wheels. Like I mentioned in the previous top 5s, the cars that have the most modification options always get the highest votes from me, and the Benefactor Feltzer is definitely one of the most tunable cars in the game, both in performance and in looks. It would have really finished off Grand Theft Auto 5 if there was some kind of racetrack on the map where you could take your souped up cars and just have some fun razzing around without all the hassle of traffic. I think the closest we've got as it stands is just to invade the airport and have some fun on those runways. So that finishes off another top 5 custom cars in Grand Theft Auto 5. As always, I'd love to know your opinions down in the comments. In which order would you place them, or would you replace some of the cars I've featured with ones I might have missed out? Don't forget to check out that link to the full playlist down in the description to watch back any of the episodes you might have missed. There's plenty of top 5s in there now and loads of those GTA 5 custom car builds. While you're in there, don't forget to click those links to Twitter, Facebook and Google Plus to come and say hello and share pictures of your own vehicles. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later.